Hello, hello, hello. It is exciting to see this day finally arrive. This day is the day where we will be completing the corner build here. It is exciting. I'm can't tell you how excited I am. It's just so exciting. So I'm trying to like watch it at the same time. So it is a little difficult for me to position this. I do have the camera up much higher than normal, and that's going to cause a couple issues with seeing what's going on easily, but I think I can switch back and forth. So I'm going to bring it down at first, and then we're going to talk about it, and then I think this is the easiest way to show you the documents because we've been going through this before. Just ignore that other stuff. I'll just ignore it. So this piece, let's just talk about this piece. This is the distance, and this distance you need to cut some spacers. So we did cover that last time. And what I'm talking about here is this spacer between these trusses, okay? I cut 3, it worked out great. 3 is your minimum. I would probably say cut 4 or 5. So we measure in between, and then we mark the line, and then we cut on the line, okay? So that's your measurement for that piece in between these trusses, okay? Now, this isn't that useful, and I really have to show you this other part of the drawing. So let's go. Now, for those of you who have the sheet, this is complicated, but I'm gonna fold this under so you don't have to see it. Okay, so check this out, check this out. This sheet actually has the information that we need here and here, okay? This is where the wall comes in. And so if I'm looking at it straight on, and you know what, seriously, it should have the rest of it on there. It should go down, down. I'm just doing this quick just to show you what's going on here. And it should have the header right there. Then you should have your window. That's where the window is, okay? So, so I don't like that this is, this doesn't have the window in this. Now I see that they have their text here, but I think it would make a lot more sense. This and this don't really help me too much, because there's actually more going on here. There's the side piece, there's actually the double top plate. So I mean, and then this is exterior. So there's nothing there. So this is an eave. Okay, so watch this. Now it's gonna be hard to see it unless I lift the camera up. Yeah, see, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So watch this. I'm gonna go up higher. This is the best way I can show you this. If you are looking straight down, it should match up. And so let me get this paper out of the way. The paper is creating a confusing shadow. And so here, oh, it's coming off a little bit. I didn't glue it. Here and here are the places on the paper. And you know what? It's a little bit off. Let's wait for it to settle. There we go. Here and here, those marks are a little bit off. So I'm gonna tell you where it looks like I made a mistake, but you know, you're gonna have to choose where to put it because the directions are wrong. Okay, so they're just a little bit off, but I think if it's a little bit off, then it's off. Okay, so this is where the mark was, where it says wall position. Right here where it says wall position. Here and here. I'm going to show you these two black marks, so I want you to pay attention to this. I made them on this. The black mark there and the black mark there. And it's not perfect. This one should be over a little bit, but whatever. That's just because I went right off the drawing. So I would align this one as close as you can to the edge, and then that's going to be your alignment. And then you should do that on both of them, the front and the back one. I'm going to bring you in closer so you can see the spacers. Here's a spacer right here, and then I have two more spacers over here. Now, here's the spacer here. I've labeled it spacer. Let me see if I can just gently put it down. Here's the spacer here. I put this vertically on top of the top plate. And then here's another spacer down here. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little hard to see it. There, that's better. Okay, so here we have a vertical spacer. Hold these in with two nails, one nail here and one nail here, going straight down. This one nail there, straight down. And then you can nail in sideways there, 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 and there. And it actually stands up. And then this one that's up here, this one that's up here also gets two nails, one there and one there. And they say to glue it, and it's up to you whether you want to glue yours or not. I'm not going to cover the gluing. Gluing would just be putting a dab of glue on, a droplet of glue on, and then this, let me go up higher. That was the problem. That's why I did this in the first place. So now we can see the whole thing in frame, which is very hard when it's too close. And what we have is this spacer, and this spacer allow there to be a lot of stabilization of this piece. Now, if you were to add a fourth and a fifth one, I would add one here near gusset 2, and I would add one over here near gusset 1. So we could do that if you want to see it. I do have a little bit of time, so we might as well, yes. Let me get my cutting surface and I'll just slam two more in. Working on the model is hard unless you have the foundation piece. And so remember, if you want the foundation piece, you are all free to come get it whenever you want. Now, I'm going to be teaching here on campus, so I'm pretty sure you can check in with campus security and come get your materials from my classroom. You just have to do a temperature check, so no big deal, right? You want these pieces. I already set up to cut more of them out. This is a really nice rigid way to hold your model. So without that, I could see it being very difficult. With it, I'd say it's at least 20% easier because it provides some rigid structure that this balsa does not have. Okay, so I'm going to switch over here really quick to cut these pieces. And these are some more spacers. So this is the same. Now this is the same as we've been doing. Boy, this one's tough. Okay. I'm gonna do the other one here. Let's mark it. Great. Great. All right. So where would I put these? Well, this one seems like it wants to go right here pretty easily. It's holding it in nice and snug. So I'd probably put another one right there. Putting these in is difficult. I'm not going to make this out to be easy because this wants to move on you. I like to get it a little bit of ways in and then stop and then the other side of it. So you can see right here, I have a nail sticking out a little bit. Let me bring it in closer so you can get a good look at this. There we go. Now I'm going to get the other one from the other side. I have to provide the back pressure with this part of my hand. I have to provide the back pressure as I'm putting the nail in. If I don't do that, I'm gonna snap this piece off. Okay, it's not structural. This is very weak stuff. So let's move over here and let's try to get this one in. This is looking great. Okay. Now these are just 2 more spacers. So I'm gonna get my nail ready. I'm just getting it halfway in. I'm getting all the nails in that I can just to get them in a little bit, and then I'm squeezing it just slightly. There we go. There we go. Okay, so these now I can push in all the way. There we go. Those are in. Now you can see these. See if I can twist it a little better so you can see this. Got it. Okay, so I've added 5 spacers that were not in the original drawing. So this one here, I'm touching this one, that I added that, and I added that. And I tried to keep them at the same angle as the trusses. There, I think that's a really good view of it. Pretty excited about that. Okay. So all in all, I'm very happy with the way that this project turned out. You know, we're part of a large team, and then my coordinator wanted the pictures of this first one that got done, and I know it made her very happy to see what actually happened. So here, let me put this down. So this is the top view. I'll just leave it there for a moment. There we go. So you can get that if you need to, get that view. And then let's do, if that's the top view, then we're going to call this the window view, because this is the view of the side with the window. I'm going to need to pick it up higher. Hold on. This is the top view. Okay, that's great. I like this. This is looking good. Put that out of frame. There we go. No distractions in this frame. Then we're going to rotate it. So if this is top view, we could call this front, or we could call this window view. Usually the name of the view is something indicative of what's going on in the view. Look at that. That is cool. So we can call that the window view. Then we could call this, if we look at the corner, we could call this the exterior wall view. Exterior wall view. Then, if you want to talk about this side, this is the door, exterior door view. Last, this is the interior view. And if you wanted it to be the corner, if you want to view it from the interior corner, this could be considered an interior isometric. It's almost at the angle that I would consider isometric. All right. Oh, I almost forgot. This is the whole reason why it's a cutaway, because you can see the bottom. If that other one was the top, this is the bottom. You can see all the joists. The joists are all numbered, the floor joists, and you can see underneath the subfloor. Just a really great project. Okay, that concludes this project. You can apply glue. My nails don't hold it in great, but I'm going to just put it in the display case in front of the classroom as soon as we're done with that. So I hope you've enjoyed this project. This is this is something that I'm gonna remember for a long time. Again, this was a C&M Industries corner model. It's like a cutaway model, and I feel it was super successful. We do have hinges to put a small door onto this door side. And I will be examining how that would actually work to make a little door for that. But until then, we're going to call this done in the most immediate sense. And I hope you have enjoyed it.